Welcome back to Let's Go Racing, and joining us now is our new PTHA Executive Director, Jeff Matty. We're very happy to have him with us here, joining Dick and I. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you so much. I couldn't be more happy to join the PTHA to represent our horsemen going forward. It's a dream come true, and I was so happy to accept the job and even be offered in the first place.
Well, we're thrilled to have you, and we have to start from the beginning. You know, it all starts with us falling in love with horse racing, and we'd love to hear your story of how you got into horse racing.
Absolutely. I fell in love with racing right here at Philadelphia Park. I fell in love on Saturday mornings. My father always had a few horses growing up as a kid, and he'd bring me over here on Saturday mornings. We'd watch the horses train. Then we'd go out to breakfast and discuss kind of like race strategy and stable management strategy. And like I said, I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to see behind the ropes. Not everyone gets that opportunity. It's something in racing, we need to bring people, behind the ropes to see what really goes on. But I had a first-hand experience, and I couldn't help but love it from day one.
Jeff, a St. Joe's graduate, and then you work with another St. Joe's graduate, Joe Bessaker, for years as his stable manager, among other things. What did you learn from Joe, and what did you learn about the game in that part of your job?
Joe Bessaker was a blessing for me in my career. Right out of school, I worked, this was my first job at Parks. I was a racing official in the office. From Parks, then I went to Monmouth Racetrack. So I learned sort of the backbone of how the industry works. I learned how a racing office operates, how they, card races and stuff. So I really got a first-hand experience there, Dick. And then going from there, Joe Bessaker hired me as a stable manager the day after the Pennsylvania Derby in 2014, when California Chrome ran here. So I started working for Joe back then, and honestly, Joe has taught me everything, how to operate at Parks, how to operate at Penn National. We've had horses all the way from Philadelphia to California to Florida to Saratoga. So Joe really gave me a great landscape of how racing works and the connections he introduced me to. Like I said, Doug O'Neill out in California, Scott Lake here, the list goes on and on. So it was a blessing for my career, and I could not be more thankful for Joe and the opportunity that he gave me years ago.
Yeah, I wrote about that on Let'sGoRacingParks.com. This summer. Joe went over 1,000 wins as an owner, and you were part of a lot of them.
He reached 1,000 wins this past August out in California. Divas finale, Trevor Denman called him home. That was a great moment for Joe, a great moment for us. I was with Joe for just over 750 wins, so it was great. It was a great run, and like I said, I enjoyed every single day. And the most important part, and the part I liked the best, was the interactions with the horsemen. And this position is a great transition to that. Like I said, dealing with all of Joe's trainers, we've had as much as 15 to 20 on the payroll at one time. So I understand the challenges. I understand what they go through on a daily basis. And for me to now accept this position, I think it gave me the experience necessary to sort of, go to bat for them on a daily basis now, knowing what they go through.
So you've been on the job for a little over a week as we're talking. What has it been like so far, and what do you see down the road?
It's been great. I've kept the door open all week long. It's been an open door policy. People have coming in, introduced themselves. For those horsemen that I knew, it's been great to kind of reconnect, and I encourage all the horsemen. You know where my office is. I'd love to meet each and every one of you within the coming weeks. So I want to do what's best for the horsemen, and the best way to do that is to get to know them as best as possible. And like I said, I encourage any comments, concerns, questions. I'm here all the time, and I just love to help the horsemen.
And I know you are so grateful for this position, and I know you keep saying you take it seriously, you don't take it lightly, and I know you wanted to thank Mr. Bellezzi.
Oh, for sure. Mr. Bellezzi, like I said, he did so much for this program, so much for Pennsylvania racing as a whole. I just want to thank him. Everyone says, oh, you have huge shoes to fill. In fairness to Mr. Bellezzi, they're not fillable. So I want to do the best I can. I want to take what he's established here, and I want to, carry it forward and make him proud. And Connie Yeomans, 50 years of experience combined walked out that door on the same day. So we're going to do the best we can. I promise you that with our staff. We have great staff here, and we're going to do the best we can going forward. And I look forward to continuing what they did. I look forward to maybe changing things up a little bit here and there just to couple little changes, but we're going to do what's best for the horsemen day in and day out, and I promise you that. And like you said, it's not a 9-to-5 job, and I fully signed up for that. And being a racing manager sort of opened that experience for me there, because that's not a 9-to-5 job either. So you get calls at the crack of dawn, and you get calls late at night with California time. So I'm fully ready to dive in, and this is not a job. It's going to be a career move for me, and hopefully one that lasts a long time. Hopefully, even a fraction of Mr. Bolezzi's tenure here, I'd be proud to say I held that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we're so excited to have you. We know that you're going to help make Pennsylvania the best it can be in horse racing. Thanks for joining Dick and I today.